For centuries, the Zorthak swarm had devoured worlds. From the frozen moons of the Orcian belt to the lush jungles of Meridia Prime, no civilization had ever stopped them. Their ships were biomechanical leviathans, living fortresses bred to consume everything. Atmosphere, oceans, cities, species. Resistance only delayed the inevitable. Now Earth was next. Hidden deep within the swarm's core, the Zorthak overmind pulsed with hunger. Its advisors, a grotesque choir of flesh and circuit, reported that the Death World was teeming with biomass and minerals. They spoke of its fragile bipeds with primitive weapons, calling them an easy harvest. The Overmind prepared the feeding tendrils, thousands of dreadhulks moving into position just outside the Sol system. Scouts zipped ahead, biopods with chitin hulls and acidic maws. They intercepted orbital satellites, cracked simple defense drones, and took samples of the atmosphere. All data suggested the same: the humans were barely a threat. But then, in the black silence of space, a signal found them. At first, the swarm dismissed it, a crude digital broadcast, bouncing from ancient satellites. The Overmind absorbed it anyway, a flicker of curiosity burrowing through its neural nodes. It expected a plea for mercy, or perhaps pitiful threats. What it heard instead was a single human voice. Calm, steady, almost amused. "Message to the Zorthak swarm," the voice said. "We know you're here. We know you think Earth will be easy. You're wrong." The Overmind stilled. Millions of tendrils paused. The advisors hissed among themselves, debating whether to block the transmission. But the message continued, clear, unbroken, deliberate. "You think we're fragile. You think you can strip this world clean. You think you're the first to try." A soft laugh. "You're not." Images flickered into the feed. Earth's history, stitched together in a brutal mosaic. Nuclear firestorms over mushroom clouds. Rusted tanks grinding across deserts. Submarines lurking beneath icy waters, ready to end entire continents with the turn of a key. Footage showed cities rebuilt from ashes. Soldiers in trenches, gas masks on. Civil wars, global wars, orbital skirmishes during the expansion age. Humanity's entire history laid bare like a raw nerve. An endless loop of ruin and rebirth, cruelty and courage. The voice returned, unwavering. "You see, we're not like your usual prey. We're not peaceful grazers waiting to be consumed. We come from a death world that kills us every day. We're forged by ice ages and plagues, volcanoes and earthquakes. We invented gods to make sense of our own nightmares." The Overmind recoiled. Such defiance was not new. Many species begged, threatened, or roared before they were devoured. But this was different. There was no fear, only a chilling sense of anticipation. A new stream of data uploaded into the swarm's minds, schematics of human ships, hidden orbital cannons disguised as debris fields, asteroid bases brimming with railguns and nukes. Swarm scouts that had slipped too close were now silent, drifting wrecks in the void. "You want to come here?" the voice asked, a faint grin in its tone. "Then come. But know this. When you come for us, we come for you. And when you think we're beaten, we'll be the last thing your kind ever sees." A final image burned into the Overmind's core: humans, ordinary and extraordinary. Children playing under battered flags. Old veterans polishing ancient rifles. Colonists mining asteroids with railguns strapped to their cargo haulers. A single Terran fleet drifting in the darkness. Lights winking on like the eyes of a waiting predator. Then silence. For the first time in countless millennia, the Zorthak swarm hesitated. The advisors hissed in confusion, their high mind glitching as primitive terror seeped into their collective. They turned to the Overmind for instruction. Attack? Retreat? Negotiate? The Overmind replayed the message again and again, studying every word, every image. It sensed something in these creatures it had never known, a species that embraced extinction as an old friend but refused to go down alone. On the far side of the moon, hidden in the shadow of a dead satellite, a single human destroyer powered up its drives. Its captain, Commander Ruiz, watched the swarm's wavering formation. She leaned back in her chair, smiling faintly. "Think they got the memo?" her XO asked. Ruiz's grin widened. "They got it. Now let's see if they're smart enough to back off." The overmind pulsed once more, scanning the billions of humans it thought would be easy prey. And for the first time since the Zorthak rose from the black void between stars, it felt something unfamiliar, doubt.